My name is Khoa Nguyen. I'm a public affairs consultant. We came as one of the groups of boat people, refugees during the late 70s, early 80s. We left Vietnam to escape communism. We left in early 1980. The first time we left by boat, we all got arrested and we all went to prison. And then we tried again in mid 1980. And then there were about 65 of us in a tiny little boat. We were chased by the communist patrol boats. They were shooting at us, but the captain made a choice and said, you know what, this is our only chance. We either go or we're all going to go back to jail again. So we decided to go. Probably after about an hour chase, they turned around. They let us go. And then by the time we got out to the South China Sea, by the second day we had already run out of gas. So at the time, you're just floating out there in the South China Sea, waiting. And the Thailand pirates came and boarded and robbed everyone. They raped some of the women and the girls, and then they let us go. At the time, they knew so many people were trying to escape Southeast Asia that it was kind of like Somalia these days, where they just kind of patrol the area and come and rob, and then they just let you go again. So by the third day, we got lucky, and a German helicopter that they had a refugee rescuing program at the time. The patrol helicopter found us floating in the South China Sea, and then they directed they had a big cruise ship that would just go around the South China Sea and just rescue everybody. So they picked us up and they brought us onto the ship, kind of gave us clothing, water, food, and then they took us to the refugee camp in Singapore. So we stayed there for a few months. And at the time, if you had sponsors inside the United States that would say, hey, we'll sponsor this family, for example, a church or relatives, you can come to the United States. But if you didn't, you would go to the country that rescued you. So all of my aunts and uncles, they all went to Germany, and they still reside there today. My mom, my brother, myself, and my grandfather, we were fortunate enough we had an aunt in the United States. She had left at the end of the war in 1975, and she sponsored us. So we were able to go to the United States. All of my aunts and uncles, they didn't have any other relatives that sponsored them, so they all live in Germany. Yeah, they've been living in Germany since then. Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 9. I was 9.